Hello fellow engineers and welcome back to Cities Skylines. We're checking out the brand new map today. It's called the Coral Riches or Corral Riches. And basically they've finally made a map that's really flat. Ideal for building what we're going to be doing today. And today we're going to be attempting to create the mega grid. Now if you've watched my Cities Skylines playthroughs before, you know I'm not a big fan of grids. Roundabouts are my bag and cul-de-sacs. I do love a cul-de-sac. But rather than just doing a boring old grid city, which is what everyone does, probably by using like this tool thing, that like auto grid stuff, like that's fine, but the grids are massive. I want to try something that I sort of found out while designing my worst ever city. It's that you can build like mini grids. So basically, if we were, let's just say we build that road there. This is going to work so nicely being a flat map, by the way. But you can see my snap. It snaps to in between those two grids. Then the next one, yeah, so it always snaps between two grid spots. So I can put that in there. You can see the grids have gone perfectly. If I do that, the grid in the middle does disappear. So we can't do grids that small. However, ooh, this could be interesting. Could I use alleys? So I can put an alley in. Can I put one in there? And oh, it doesn't allow. So I can't get a one-person grid in. Or if I do a one-way road, does that help? Okay, so basically I've tried loads of different stuff, and the smallest sort of patch I can get is like, it's a 4x4 grid, but that's going to be the basis of my entire city. So basically, just prove to everyone what a terrible idea grids are. So as always with these challenges, we're starting on a brand new map. You can see nothing is unlocked, so we're going to be progressing exactly how the game will allow us to progress. And then we can directly compare that to how my previous cities have done. I'm going to imagine doing a grid in this manner. I imagine the road maintenance costs will be like way too much. That like I won't ever be able to make money. But yeah, basically I've got all of those parallel lines. If I want to grid them up, I've got to go from there and oh, this is going to be horrendous to drive around. Like, I hate the normal grids just for, like, all the crossroads everywhere. This is going to be a whole new limit, a whole new extreme. And yeah, I've predicted failure. Although saying that, I sort of always feel like these little challenge cities I build, I feel like they're always going to end in tears. And then they always end up being amazing. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's our first road layout. To be fair, it only cost us 9 grand. So we have a lot of cash to play with. The thing is, I'm not sure how I'm going to get like all my services and stuff in. Maybe they'll just have to go like around the edge of my city. I don't know. But for now, let's start painting up some residential areas. So before I do anything, let's look at wind direction. Okay, wind's going that way. So if this is my city and I'm going to expand like out over that direction, I probably want like my industrial as you enter the city. So let's make those 6 industrial. We'll do a little commercial buffer around like that, and then the rest will be residential. So we got that sort of thing. Now the trouble here there's so much more road than building, so it's going to be real interesting as to how the demand actually works, like how big our grid will have to be in order to satisfy people. And I've already forgotten like the first major thing. We need services, we need electricity, we need water, we need areas to poo. So let's just hit pause whilst I build. And I think I don't really have a choice. I've got to build over to the coast, haven't I? So we'll just extend all of these roads like as far as we can. So like that, we've all extended that way, but we know we're not allowed to just do roads like that. We've got to make it a grid. So let's put all these perpendicular ones in. So we'll just slowly add all of these so we get closer and closer to the sea. And then we got to be a bit more careful because we got to keep a grid. So I think what we're going to do is just do like that sort of thing. The trouble is if I do any sort of angle, we lose all the gridness. Oh yeah, it goes very funky at the ends, very funky. But yeah, I think that works for now. So what I want to do down here, I got to add my services. So we can probably put our water pumps like in here. So let's just shove one there for now. So that's going to give us drinking water. Remember, all of our pipes are connected via the grid, so that's good. For pooing, we sort of want that downstream a bit. So I may just extend my grid this way and then put that maybe like down here. Now, whilst it's a pain to build these grids, I don't actually mind too much in terms of like the finances. It's pretty cheap to build roads. So I reckon let's just grid up this area like all the way to the sea, sort of like that. After gridding up all of that, I think I'm allowed to build up this end. So sewage outlet straight into the sea, boosh. And hopefully that will float off like that direction and not affect all my seaside properties we got over here. One final thing we need is electricity, and I'm thinking thinking, I was going to say this map's probably too flat for wind power, but no, look, there's loads of wind. The arrows are like orangey. That's good. Okay, so I'll shove a few wind turbines down here, and suddenly I'm a tiny village. All right, decent. And that should mean these... Oh no, these houses, they're not being built. I haven't actually connected them. Hang on, my bad. We'll just connect to the grid, literally to the grid, like that. Then the electricity goes where it's needed, and my residents can start building. All right, anyway, oh my god, look at the demand. People really want to live here, so let's get painting. So I think down here towards the coast, this is all going to be industrial. So that can go up to there. I think we're going to need some commercial buffers in, so we'll get a few of those in. And then next to the commercial, we definitely want medium density housing. Before I build anything more, I should probably look at like getting some healthcare in. So medical clinic, I think I'm just gonna have to do this like round the edge. So if I shove that there, that covers everyone. Okay, that's good. And then a cemetery, if I put that next door, if there's like doctors that have like they have a bad day or something, I mean cemetery's next door. So sorted. That's two issues gone. So looking at the happiness, there's no negativity. Everyone's just loving life. Okay, decent. Well, I guess in the meantime, I should probably... I don't want to extend like over this way too much because that's where my industrial is going. I need to extend up that direction. So I think what I'll do, since I've had this road in, let's just extend up that way. So we're just going to grid all of this up. So there's all of those roads in. We'll then just put all the perpendicular ones in. So that's all of those in, which... Oh no, have I done one? I did one wrong. I did one wrong. Man, so easy to make mistakes doing this. So get rid of all of those ones. Right, well, I'll just replace these last few that I messed up before. There we go. And then we've got some medium density demand. So let's shove some row houses in. So yeah, that medium density demand has gone. We're getting a bit of low density demand. So I think I might leave a gap just for some like commercial. I feel like living close to shops is probably a good thing. I mean, you should probably do that in like any city you build in this game, but look at this place. Just one building per plot. Nice. All down here, look, we got a bit of industrial. So let's get that in. We got to keep the industrial going because that will fuel our economy, no doubt. And the commercial can go down that strip that I left earlier. And we got a few more mediums, a load more industrial. And yeah, things are going good. I'll tell you what, this city is like, it's going to take up a lot of area, I feel, just because like there's so much road. I don't really know how the demand works in this game. I assumed it was just like a building, but it's probably not a building. It's probably like an area of building that satisfies demand. So yeah, as suspected, this is probably going to be like a really, really big city compared to like my usual sort of builds. Thankfully, developers, very, very useful flat map. So let's just keep painting. If we've got demand, we will try and meet it. So yeah, industrial, let's just paint them all in. Commercial, I feel like it's best to like sandwich those between layers of like medium density housing. Unfortunately, there's no medium density demand at the moment, so those shops might be a bit screwed, at least in the short term. But right, within like a minute or two, we've pretty much filled all of our plots already. Oh, this city's gonna be quite mental, I think. Right, okay, and then we're already gonna have to start expanding this grid. I thought this would last longer than like 3 minutes, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, so would it be worth like literally just using like all the space I have up? Like there's a reason I call this the mega grid, because it's gonna be migraine inducing, I'm pretty sure. Oh, nice pat on the back from Matt. We are a small village. Means we've got even more money to spend on grids. Well, and actually, hopefully, I'll unlock the taxes soon. Yeah, because in my budget tab, I don't have the services unlocked yet. That's what I want to look at, just to see like how much road maintenance is costing me. I suspect it's going to be pretty pricey. But anyway, I'll just do this for like 10 minutes.
2 hours later.
That's all of those done now. We can now do this direction. The trouble is I'm so far zoomed out, it's actually quite hard to see if I'm perpendicular or not, or parallel, whatever angle you want to look at it. And I really don't want to mess up one of these lines, because then I'm going to have to delete it. And deleting is a lot more of a pain than just getting it right the first time. Right, not going to lie, I'm starting to regret this layout already. Oh, balls, I cocked one up. That's not parallel at that end. So to delete, I've got to... Yeah, my eyes. Go down to there, press delete, then build it back in properly. But yeah, I feel like the roundabout city, I was looking at that like through my British eyes, like this is absolute just yes. Just looking at my magic roundabout recreation, Americans probably hated that. This they're probably loving. Anyway, right, we have demand. So industrial, and then oh look, I've unlocked medium density, like decent ones, which should actually be quite good to be honest. But yeah, do I want to carry on my strips of like medium density with like commercial either side? Is that how I want to do this in strips? I'm not sure. What I do want to do though, try and find my row housing. Is that the, yeah, so these are these the row houses? Yeah, they are. They're the American style row houses. So they're not even in a row. Like one of them has an entrance that side. The other one has an entrance like behind it. Literally not even in a row. I don't understand what is going on there. Oh, something else I don't understand. There's like, you've got high rent already. That's really not good. Oh, it might be because no one's educated yet. If we can educate our citizens, we can tell them what an absolute mess of a city they live in. But yeah, if we do, oh, it covers the entire grid. One school. Okay, we'll do school there. We'll do a high school next door to it, like that. Then we're a large village already, so that's good. We got a few other needs as well now. We got the fire and rescue we can get in. So let's shove those down there. Does that cover the entire grid? Oh, it does. That is one good thing about the grid. Like these services, they seem to just affect everyone. Like everyone's happy. I don't understand how that works. Right, we need to keep up with our industrial demand. There's so much industrial demand. It's pretty incredible. I think just strips of like commercial will probably be good. I also need to continue the commercial buffer over here as well because I don't want our industrial area getting too out of hand. Right, anyway, I've been painting up the demand. The city is growing like anything. I should probably look at getting some unlocks. I got loads of like unlock points. I feel like I should probably get the advanced road services because if you remember, this grants us access to this tab, the road services, where we can build the road maintenance depot. Now the thing is, because we've got a grid, we've only got one entrance. So basically anyone that wants to enter our city comes in here and you can see where they've been using this road so much, the condition is now yellow rather than green. So if I get a road maintenance depot in, we can then shove that there and that should allow this road to be fixed. Surprisingly, city this big, only population of 800. And also surprisingly, traffic like entering the city, not that bad. I guess because like once you're in, like you can really get quite spread out. There's so much road. Like compared to a normal city, like every building sort of connects to like the same roads. Whereas these, there's like a road, like everyone has their private road pretty much. Anyway, we'll watch these houses go in. I don't know what they're trying to tell me. I don't know what they're trying to tell me at all. All right, anyway, we're at the stage where I'm bored of coloring in now. I want to build some more roads again. So I might just buy some extra land and extend just because I can. But thankfully, the game recognized that and they're like, oh, Matt, have £1 million, mate. That's a very grand village. Cheers, game. Oh, and look, we got a new color. So we've got office zones we can put in. Oh, and interestingly, it sort of says like where good locations for office zones would be. So I'll tell you what, maybe I'll come and like wang a few in there, like a couple in there, because a couple, they'll probably get built straight away. You can see cranes have gone in all like straight away as well. So that's good. Oh, we've also got the low rent housing. So I imagine just like 1 or 2 of these will probably satisfy all the demand. All right, so we got to a point where there's not enough wind. So we need an extra turbine or 2. So we'll shove another one down here, connect it up to the grid, and then we get, by the way, check out my the grid is insane, like when you look at it like a power network. But yeah, nice. Oh, look, I've unlocked parks. Now, is there like a small enough park that will fit in like one of these small gaps? I can get a small playground in. So yeah, small park is too big. A small plaza is too big. But a playground we can put in. So let's just swap some people's houses with parks. And I imagine this is actually going to cheer people up because they're not actually the happiest right now. Like, yeah, lack of entertainment wasn't good. So this is actually solving that. And because they fit, I can literally just go around and just shove them in like wherever I need them. Okay, nice. That's probably enough parks for now. Oh, what I wouldn't mind doing actually is trying to have like tall buildings in the middle and sort of fan out. Would that work? I don't know. All I do know, there's a lot of demand for I tell you what, I'm just gonna low density residential everything up. All right, so I think that's every square painted, at least the squares that I've got. Oh, lack of high skill work. I think I need better education. Let me just unlock. We'll get a college on the go. There we go, unlock. Maybe a uni as well. We can then place a college down there. We're a tiny town. We can then place a university. Oh, we can't place the university next to it. It won't fit. Thankfully, I have the ability to buy new plots. So let's expand our city like that. Purchase. Let's get our university in. That costs a lot of money, but hopefully that should solve that problem. And oh, look, we've got the medium density mixed housing. So yeah, tell you what I might do. Well, two things I might do actually. I feel like we're low on power. So first off, let's extend the grid up this way, probably just to the edge of that tile. Annoyingly, we got to do it for every single road. But I think once these are in, I'm not going to be extending right anymore. I'll just be extending like the other direction. Oh, I put a wonky one in. The wonky ones hurt my soul. Oh, I got to go back and redo it. Oh, that's so much effort just to do that one road again. Anyway, they're all in up to that point now. I am just going to add in the crosses. I'm literally just going to spend the next like hour gridding this up. I might even pause the game. I'm just going to do roads so we're set for later. And then we'll carry on in a bit. So see you in about like, I say an hour. It's probably going to be like 2 or 3. But I'll see you in a bit. All right, so that was one of the worst experiences of my life. We are finally done now. This thing is gridded up. So now I have to start painting. What I'm thinking of doing, I might just use this marquee tool. We'll start with the low density housing. You can see, by the way, my grids didn't always line up. They went a little bit funky at times. I've got a few like blank squares. So maybe I'll come back with like parks or something and fill that up. Oh my goodness, the graphics are going a bit weird. This idea is really trying its hardest to give me a migraine. Anyway, let's go from above and then we'll do a strip like that and along this edge in the low density housing. Then I might do just a little strip of like medium density row houses, only because these are like slightly taller. So that's cool. We've then got actual medium density. Now I don't know if is medium density with shops underneath like taller. I don't know. I'll just put those in anyway because that will do our commercial stuff. In the meantime, back here I'm going to satisfy some of the other bits of demand. Like we got offices. Let's lose some of these houses, put offices in. Commercial as well. I'm just going to delete a load of these low density ones. Just replace them with commercial, as this is where all our people live currently. And to have a successful shop, you need shoppers. Anyway, then everything down here can be industrial. You can see like how many squares didn't actually get colored in there. I don't know if my grid was just like too big, or maybe it was like the topography because it wasn't perfectly flat. But right, everything's sort of painted. We've just gotta wait for everything to be built. I think in the meantime, let's get some public transport on the go. So bus depot, bus station, and then just a whole load of bus stops. So just gonna plant them everywhere. That's sort of making people happy, even though they're not actually connected to anything yet. But at least if we got the stops, we've got the option to make them align. So that's cool. So loads of just randomly dotted around those. We're getting XP for each of these. They only cost 400 quid each as well. So that's quite good. We then just need to do a bus line. So should probably start from the bus station. That makes sense. Then we'll just go to like random ones of these. Sort of like doing join the dots. Like you never know what you're going to be drawing. Not until you're done anyway. So there's our first bus route, and all the buses are leaving as well. Nice. Right, I've then got to continue my park so that they're all surrounded. Annoyingly, they don't fit in the areas where I can't grid either, so they must just be like slightly the wrong shape. I mean, they're a square, they're definitely the wrong shape, but they're slightly too small to fit anything in the middle. Okay, so city is definitely growing. Is it growing fast enough though? I'm not convinced. Let me just check like all the needs. Like, oh, education doesn't reach far enough. Oh, would it be cheating if I got rid of some of these grids? I mean, or do I just purchase some more land and place them around? I think that's probably what I'm going to do. So if I shove a school down that end, okay, that's quite good. And then need one on that edge as well. Okay, that's everyone schooled up. We are educated. I'm going to unlock some large parks. I thought they'd give like a bigger area, but they don't. Oh yeah, may as well just do the small parks, like the cheapest ones. Okay, small playgrounds for everyone. So yeah, again, just trying to paint the entire area. So let's just try and get these in. I'm just going to spam click. It's making people happy, so that's good. We're also getting a lot of XP, so that's also good. And now we're a busy town. Okay, we're now completely green with parks. Fire, we're also green. Police, we're green once we do something down this end. Yep, there we go. I'm pretty sure the postal service does doesn't work, but may as well do that. I like seeing loads of stars. So we are lacking in the middle in terms of the old radio mast, but that's what it's like in the middle of city. Like, the buildings are too tall, you don't get signal. So that's just realistic. Well, up here, people don't have water, so hopefully just adding another water pumping station down this end will work. It might be it's actually too far away. Oh no, we got stars up there. That's good. You can see sewage not causing anyone issues, and city construction actually going like pretty well. Like, you can see all the buses driving out. Yeah, this is actually going quite nice. We've got quite a space in the middle though. Oh man, the frame rate is not happy with this either. But yeah, I wanted like loads of tall buildings in the middle. That doesn't seem to be happening. There's just no demand for them. So maybe we just do low density housing until there is demand, I guess. All right, I think I'm going to try and make people happy. So let's give them internet. Let's make tourists come, and let's get some financial support for people. Welfare office. So we'll then get a water park in. That's going to make people very happy. Give everyone decent internet. Anyway, I'm just adding a few more parks just to get my XP up. And I'm now a great town, which means high density housing. That's something I really want to see how they build that on these small plots. So sorry everyone that lives there, you're being replaced. Oh wow, they have gone up fast. They look decent. So this is what the city looks like at the moment. Pretty good. Just ignore the fire over there. I guess it turns out the grids do actually work, like mega grids. They massively hurt frame rates though, I'll tell you that. And yeah, if we go into services, the roads are only costing us 80 grand. Like, what? There's so much road here. Like, just looking down these, like, look how much road there is, honestly. Oh my goodness, look how little frames there are as well. It's quite nice to see some of the taller buildings though. That's quite decent. Oh, the frame rate is dead. So I think that's probably where we're going to leave this today. Annoyingly, city has not failed, so maybe grids are better than roundabouts. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. For now, I'm going to say peace, love, and the mega grid. Bye, guys.